When the relationship is under stress, most people tend to fight or flee. This is a perfectly normal human response. In an established relationship, the avoider is the person who chooses fleeing, and the pursuer is the one who chooses engagement. Both partners want connection, but the avoiders prioritize safety and will flee if the conflict level gets too high. They are more likely to be defensive or stonewall. Pursuers want to feel connected, but if they feel abandoned, their approach to resolution is likely to include complaints, criticism, and even contempt. Avoiders see these approaches as attacks, and when avoiders feel attacked, they raise their wall to try to protect themselves. This, in turn, triggers the pursuer's abandonment fear, so they panic and try climbing over the emotional wall that the avoider has just created. Pursuers do this by complaining more and getting closer. This, in fact, feels like an invasion to the avoider, who typically responds by raising the walls higher, putting in barbed wire, and they start looking for escape routes. This looks like getting defensive. They dismiss the pursuer's complaints, they'll counterattack, or they'll even get up and leave, physically or emotionally. This hurts the pursuer, who then enlists their friends in protest marches. They'll try to blow up the whole damn wall using hand grenades. This will look like getting louder, criticizing, threatening, raising other related and sometimes unrelated incidents, perhaps being contemptuous. This makes the avoider feel so unsafe that they will try to escape the pursuer by blowing up the whole bridge and running like hell. This may include name-calling, saying things like, "You're crazy and you're just like your mother," or threatening the relationship, saying, "I'm out of here." The pursuer then retreats to their world. They'll lick their wounds, feel very abandoned, very unsafe, and very unloved. The avoider feels relieved that the pursuer is left and allows them to start calming down. Eventually, the avoiders calm down enough that they can lower their wall. And at this point, they might notice that the pursuer is still very upset. And because they care about their partner, they may try coming into their partner's world and repairing the bridge. And to their surprise, they may encounter the pursuer wall. The interaction may look like this. The avoider, "Are you okay?" With thick sarcasm, the pursuer responds, "Do I look okay?" The avoider, "Would you like to talk about it?" Psh! Complaining the pursuer, "Oh right, now you want to talk about it." Even though the pursuer wants to be close again, they are also angry and hurt and want the avoider to persist in trying to engage, just like they did. However, the avoider just sees the pursuer's upset and assumes the pursuer is just like them, and they regulate by being alone, so they're likely to back off and give their partner some space. This further upsets the pursuer, who thinks that the avoider's moving away is just evidence that they don't care. Really, the pursuer longs for the avoider to persist, to say something like, "Hey, I'm so sorry that we fought before. I really want to make this better. I want to be close with you. Our connection is important to me." Statements like these, combined with a loving gaze, gentle touch, and physical proximity, reassure the pursuer, at a visceral level, that they are wanted and desired. It helps calm their nervous system down. Pursuers feel most loved when they receive unsolicited reassurance, affection, touch, and other signals that they are precious. The avoider longs for gentle approaches, reassurance of safety and acceptance, something like, "Hey darling, can I talk to you about something that I think would help us be more connected?" The avoider will respond, "Yeah, sure." The pursuer, "When you come home from work, I really like it when you come and see me first and give me a kiss and a hug. It helps me feel secure and precious to you because you are my person." They continue, "Would that be okay with you?" This gentle approach avoids triggering the feelings of not being good enough, which the avoider has, which is the secret vulnerability of avoiders. Suppose the pursuer sees the avoider's wall come up. They can say, "Hey, does it feel like you're being attacked or criticized right now?" The avoider will nod and say yes. The pursuer can say, "I'm sorry. What I really want is to be connected with you. Can we try again?" The avoider takes a big breath. "Okay, give me 5 minutes to calm down and then we can try again." Avoiders feel most loved when they are appreciated and their home environment is peaceful. After difficult conversations, it really helps when the pursuers can acknowledge the avoider's courage in staying connected. Know that great relationships are both safe and connected. Learning how to build this together takes courage, patience, and commitment, especially if your parents struggle to do this. However, getting to a great relationship not only feels good, it will help you live longer and be happier and teach your kids how to be successful in their relationships.